Let me teach you something.
You know, when I lived in Colorado, they had some bear attacks, and the game warden there told me that the last one they had was a lady, you know, in her 60s, and the bear got into her hummingbird feeder for that sugar water, and the lady took a broom out there trying to shoo it away, and the bear got mad and just ate her. And so the game warden told me, though, bears, when they eat people, they'll eat everything but their feet. Yeah.
Everything but their feet.
Yep. And so I thought he kind of messing with me. So a few weeks later, maybe a couple months later, I run into another game warden at the town bar, and we're just BSing. And so I was like, hey, I got a question for you. And I asked him, he's like, that's true. That's true. Yeah, bears won't eat people's feet. Isn't that weird?
You know, but think of it, you know, this way. I'll eat, you know, well, I won't eat the head or the neck, but, you know, I'll eat the rest of the chicken, but I'm not going to eat the feet.
Well, there's no meat on the feet, man.
Right.
Maybe. I guess there's not very much meat on our feet either, huh? Like once you get down past the calf going towards the ankle, you're running into bone, son.
Dude, we were just like Albert Newton there. We figured that shit out.
That was the powers of deduction right there.
Albert Newton.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the only bear story I got.
That's hilarious. I've got to get my son on here with us at some point and interview him a little bit because he's kind of a closet stand-up comic. He goes to open mic nights and that kind of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He actually does pretty good too. But he's got this one joke, and it includes the Murrah building in it in Oklahoma City, and so it's an absolutely I can't believe you said that, but that was so fun. One of those, right? Like the train wreck. You go, oh my God, the train wreck, but I gotta watch every moment of it, right? So yeah, that's.
We'll have to do that, yeah, for sure. That's like that. Joe Rogan's got that bit where he talks about, you know, the worst words in the English language, and he actually says them in his bit. But one of them is the C word that you call women that you really want to piss off, and which I guess in Australia they say the word cunt all the time. Yeah.
That's
an endearing term.
It's kind of endearing.
And then the other one is the N word, and he literally says it, and you can just hear. I mean, there's a collective inhale when he says it. Like, holy shit. Shows you how powerful words can be.
Oh, God, I know. What do we got?
Let's talk about Biden. Let's talk about Biden.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah.
I looked up on the monitor a while ago, and Fox News is on there. I know everybody listening will find that surprising. But they had like a montage playing of Biden's angry outburst. And I was like, oh, I wish we had the sound up for this. He was at a town hall meeting. I guess he was challenging a dude to fight, other than the auto worker that he did. Like, Joe's ready to throw hands.
Again after the auto worker deal.
Huh?
It happened again after the auto worker deal?
Yeah, the auto worker deal. And then I don't know if it was before or after, but there was like a little town hall meeting. Some guy got sideways with him, and there was a bunch of static between the two of them. And Joe walks out there in the aisle and kind of confronts him, kind of everything but bumping his chest. I'm like, Joe's trying to throw hands with this fool, man. Like,
what? You know, he's wanting to debate Trump.
Well, that shows how crazy he is right there. Like, I mean, Trump would chew him up and spit him out.
Well, just pull a little clip, and Donnie, it's the only button you got on the screen. Push it.
Have you taken a cognitive test?
No, I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say to President Trump, who brags about his tests and makes your mental state an issue for voters?
Well, if he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Did you watch that? Look, come on, man. I know you're trying to goad me, but, I mean, I'm so forward looking to have an opportunity to sit with the president or stand with the president in debates. There are going to be plenty of time. And by the way, as I joke with him, I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say. Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Sleepy Joe just got sleepy.
If he doesn't know the difference between a what?
A elephant and a lion.
Then he ain't black. Like, what? It cannot be their actual plan to have him be president of the States.
I don't see how they're going to pull this off unless there's just if they're choosing who they want to be president to make Joe Biden's vice president, they can slide who they want, make Joe Biden take her because it'll be a she as vice president, and then when Joe Biden when he starts looking in the sky and seeing balloons when he's taking his oath of office. Right after they get him sworn in, and then have the doctor examine him, look in his eyes, look in his ears, open his mouth, say, ah.
Oh, this guy's got dementia.
Yeah. Yes, sir, Mr. President. Huh.
That can't be the plan. If you're a listener and you're going to vote for Joe Biden or you support Joe Biden, will you please contact us? Because I'd like to set up a Zoom meeting with you so we can watch that clip together, and then you can explain to me why you think this man should run our country. Like, what?
He couldn't even run a race. He couldn't run a washing machine.
That dude is,
he couldn't run a hose right now.
And you would think I guess they have to a point because the DNC has kind of instructed him just to stay in the basement.
What? And have you seen when he's out and about and he's got that chick that his side chick? I don't know what to call her. His little secretary.
His version of McEltitties?
I don't know, I guess. And she's hanging onto his arm.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, they were leaving a town hall
hanging
or something
on
like
hanging
that.
on his arm like they're getting fresh.
No, like
hanging on his arm like she's guiding him.
Like I've got my if you're on my right, I've got my left hand down by your wrist and my right hand in your underneath your tricep. I'm gonna kind of hold you up, but also we need to go this way.
Yeah, just steer you.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah. So,
like that, there has to be more to the plan. That can't be the end game. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get Joe elected, and then we're gonna have Hillary kill him, and Michelle Obama will step into the presidency. There has to be a plan like that or something.
Oh, that would be.
Oh, if they throw Michelle Obama in this, that'll completely change everything.
I had not even thought of that till just now.
Oh, dude, it would change the game completely.
Ooh,
can you imagine?
Wow. The thing is,
the black community believed in, the majority of the black community believed in Obama so deeply that if they have swayed from Sleepy Joe, I don't think Sleepy Joe's getting a whole lot of people on his roster because he was the vice president for Obama. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think there's some there, but I don't think it just swayed that way automatically like you would expect.
No, you're absolutely right.
If he put Michelle on the ticket with him, it would change things a lot. Man,
I bet you can expect that to happen. There's got to be some kind of end-around play that the Democrats and somebody steering that mechanism to happen. Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
I've not heard any Republican news or anything talk about that possibility.
I saw somebody. Oh, it was James Woods. James Woods kind of played that scenario out, but he used Hillary Clinton, which is also. I think there'd be more noise. Hillary's name would be showing up a lot more in rumblings if that was even a possibility. And don't forget, Hillary's got to testify next month. So the DNC may be like, "Hey, let's let's pump the brakes on that to see what this this testimony brings.
I don't know. You'll probably see that testimony. She'll probably play I really did have all.
Yeah.
Like everybody thought.
Well,
we had Parkinson's disease too.
If she doesn't ever be held accountable for anything else,
Benghazi.
I'd really like to see her be held accountable for the Benghazi thing.
Yep.
But I don't know if that's going to happen. And if that doesn't happen, then I hope she gets scooped up in all this Epstein bullshit.
Well, she had to have known about it. Had to have.
I think she's involved in a lot of ways, man. She wrote Obama an email and specifically requested for him. It said in the email, I'm by no means trying to tell you what to do because you're president of the United States. But she was requesting that he quit bringing pizza into the White House because it was a liability for not only him, but other high-ranking political officials in Washington, D.C. So I think she's involved in this way more than just knowing.
And do you think Obama was eating the pizza?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is this a thing? Like when you go into like super richdom, do you have to cross that gauntlet?
That's what I want to know. And see, apparently, you say that. Apparently, Justin Bieber went to a party that a lot of this was going on. Because you remember how he just exploded?
Yeah.
He just was everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, and apparently he went to this party and was like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take a rain check. I'm not going to be involved in this shit. And he says they had promised him, like, you'll own the world. Like, you think you're big now. Wait till you see what we can do for you and blah, blah, blah. And he bounced out. And then his career kind of fizzled. Like, he's still around, but by no means like he was.
No.
Here's one for you. The nurse was reading some stuff to me last night. I want to say it was somehow by a second degree of separation or something that was connected to the Maxwell stuff that was unsealed. Apparently, Charlie Sheen repeatedly raped Corey Haim back in the day and passed him around to other actors.
Corey Haim?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, they were making noise about this shit years ago. And everybody's like, those two are off their kilter. They got drug problems, which is what they do with most of them when they start speaking out about this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards said under oath that she left Charlie Sheen, and one of the reasons was he has a laptop that was full of child pornography.
Did that come out in a divorce? I mean,
I think it was part of the divorce proceedings, but it was sealed.
Of course,
and it's been unsealed recently for some reason. And I want to say because it had some kind of connection to the Maxwell stuff.
We may never find the end of this.
No, I was thinking that too. Like this we may never know where.
Just like you research family tree, research it, and you're getting it, and then bam, and then just nothing.
Oh, one of the deals that came out today was that Prince Andrew had a latex puppet on the island of himself. It was a latex puppet of himself, and he would grope women with it. Like, what the fuck?
With his puppet?
Yeah. Prince Andrew had a latex puppet of himself that he used to grope women on the island with.
I don't even know what to say. Generally, I've got something inside of me that'll just pop back and say something. I can't.
Like, you're so rich that you had a latex puppet of yourself, custom made, to use to grope. Well, it probably wasn't women. It's probably children. What the hell is going on in the world, man?
Well, yeah,
I want to know where that goddamn puppet is.
I'm. You know what? I'm lost. I'm
think about this. Remember that painting of Bill in the blue dress?
Yes.
Let's get a copy of that and have somebody paint Prince Andrew's puppet sitting on his lap. And we'll just add crazy shit to that painting as this process goes on. That's a good idea.
How you can paint other people into the picture.
Yeah. Whoever's name pops up in this thing, will add them to the scene somewhere.
Is this going to be one thing where it's just like it gets a little push? A little push,
and
a
the
little push, then
floodgate come open.
dominoes just starting to fall. Just
Makes you wonder, huh?
yeah.
Like you get a name every 2 or 3 days for